AITA not supporting GF's sister. I am not the original poster. That is you, quick, guy 22. They posted in r, am I the asshole? I added paragraphs in the last section for readability. Mood spoiler. Oof, but necessary. Less than. Original post. March 20th, 2023. This is a throwaway because people who know me know my account. Some info. I have been with my GF27F for 5 years. She loves her sister a ton, which is a good thing, as I believe supporting and helping your siblings, as long as it doesn't ruin your own life. You will understand why I say this later on. We just put down a mortgage on a house in the suburbs of a large city. I 28M work in tech as a software developer with a master's degree in computer science. I make quite a lot of money, so money issues never arose. GF doesn't work and does chores, cooking in the house. Both agreed on this. I was gonna propose to GF next year, but a problem arose about 2 years ago. For the last 2 years, probably longer, GF has been sending money to her younger sister, let's call her Emily. Emily got pregnant at 20 years old. Emily works as a waitress. The father is bouncing from job to job. Emily says that he is very lazy. He will disappear hours at a time without telling Emily where he's going or what he's doing. Emily has asked my GF on several occasions for money. My GF, being the nice and sweet person she is, says yes all the time. It started off as paying for diapers. No problem. Then baby clothes, which also no problem. Then daycare, which I just brushed off. I talked with GF saying we can't always pay for everything and that helping out for a couple things is okay, but not everything. GF reassured me and said that it would be stopping soon once they get their feet picked up, which is fine. One day I hire a financial planner. The next day I get an email saying my account has sent approximately $50,000 USD for the last 10 months, and have around $20,000 sitting in my account. I talk with my GF and she apologizes and says she knew that I wouldn't want to keep sending her sister money and how she just cares ab her sister. We've been paying for everything. Insurance, rent, car payment, daycare, clothing for all three, dinners, dates, going out expenses. It is partly my fault because I never check my bank account. GF shows me text messages between her and Emily saying she needs the money. I then noticed a pattern where Emily would say, "Hey, can you send me $, I don't have money for." And of course GF says yes. I brush it off and GF says she won't send any more. The next day GF sends her $1,000 because they needed car repairs. I talk with GF and we get into an argument where she says she will always help her sister no matter what. I understand to an extent. We argue trying to understand each other's POV. As stated before, we had $20,000 and now we're down to $19,000, and then how about the next time? And the next time after that? On top of our own expenses. GF then decided that she needs some time alone and that she will be at her mother's for the time being. Now I'm all alone in the house. I thought I would live with the girl of my dreams. AITA for arguing with my GF for caring about her sister too much? Edit. March 21st. Next day. Thank you everyone for the support. I never thought that my situation would blow up to thousands of people. I'll try to answer some questions. At best I make around $150,000 a year as a lead software developer. As someone who has no kids, dogs, or any major responsibility besides myself and a GF, I never checked my account. She comes from a cultural family where family is everything and money is just paper. She texted me earlier saying how it should always be family first and that money didn't mean anything without family, and how we should help close family like siblings in their time of need. At this point I told her I needed time to myself and told her not to come back until I'm ready to. Talk. I apologize if my sentences aren't making sense, as Whiskey is my only friend RN. I also forgot to mention we started dating before all this money came into play, so I trusted her. Another edit. I'm more sad by the betrayal than the money. Money will come back, but time will never come back. 5 whole years. My proposal plan. My life plan. My future kids I dreamt about with her just gone. All the things we've said to each other. All the late night wine drunk times we spent. All the dates. All the flowers I gave her. I really tried with all my power to be the best man she can have. I would have trusted her with my life, and what do I get back? $50,000 gone. Final update. Same post. March 28, 2023. 8 days later. She is now my ex. We met at a local coffee shop and I told her that things wouldn't work out for us, and she went absolutely ballistic. She caused a scene begging me to not end it. It did hurt me to see her like this. But after a couple weeks to give it some thought, I would not want a wife who is a liar and one I couldn't trust financially. I left a $100 bill on the table and left, but she followed me down to my car. She begged and told me she wouldn't send any more money to her sister and how she would do anything for us to be together. It was hard, but I stayed strong. She picked up her belongings the other day and I almost had to call the cops because she wouldn't leave. She first tried everything from sexual favors, begging, crying. Then it turned to screaming that I ruined her life, to even saying without her I wouldn't have gotten to where I am now because of her support. I stayed strong, and when she left I just broke down sobbing. For those wondering, I'm not gonna press charges because all I want is for her to leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with her. I don't ever want to see her face again. The money will come back, as it's just me, a house, and 2 paid-off cars. It does get lonely, so I'm thinking of getting a puppy. A Doberman, for those wondering. Thank you everyone for all the suggestions, and a lot of you really had me thinking about my decisions, and I definitely learned a lot of valuable lessons. Goodbye and thank you. Lol, sure, money is just paper when you're not the one earning it. Glad he found everything out and dropped her. Diapers. Sure. Maybe even daycare. That's a big expense, and that can really help out a young mother. But $5,000 a month? No. That's a full-time job worth of pay. Girl gave away a third of his yearly income in less than 10 months. It must be nice to be so fast and loose with someone else's money. She caused a scene. She was probably in shock watching her credit card walk out the door. We just put down a mortgage. Well, enjoy taking her name off of that skull. She had such a good deal going. Boyfriend is making good money and agrees she doesn't have to have a job. She stays home and keeps up the house. He has no problem with her helping out family with little financial things. She blew it big time by covering everything for her sister. Now her sister is going to have to pay her own bills, and she's going to have to get a job. She 100% got upset because she couldn't use the money anymore. $50,000 is substantially more than I make in a year. And the sister took that much in less than that? $50,000 is insane to send a sibling. I think Oop needs to pay attention more to his finances and not give carte blanche ever again. OOP's ex is in for a rude awakening. She and her sister are both people who only see people they consider family as potential ATMs. I guarantee that she's gonna be cut off from the family as soon as they realize they can't use OOP's money anymore because you're not supporting your sister. We're so disappointed that you won't help your sister. Family is everything. And if you can't see that, then we don't consider you family. Single quote. Wealth is having $50,000 just vanish and not even noticing for months. It's just paper indeed. I hope he revoked her access to his money. That Doberman would love him regardless of anything he can or will spend. GF is using op. If she wants to help her sister with her own kid, then she should get a job and give her sister her wages, instead of using her BFS money. He did what he had to. The ex would drain his bank account dry if he hadn't decided to check his finances. I wonder what it's like to have so much money you never check your bank account. I get texts with every transaction and daily balance reminders. Sure is easy to spend other people's money. How dude never noticed $50K missing is beyond me. That's like 40% of annual take-home pay. She should consider the $50K as a settlement for the 5 years of support she gave him to get him to where he is. That much in 10 months. Tax-free. Not even discussing it with him once, then up and leaving like he did something wrong. She really thought he had no spine. Poor guy. This is really sad. I'm glad he left her and I hope he never talks to her again, and I think she was 100% in the wrong. And I don't sympathize with her, but do kind of feel sorry for her. If that was the culture she was raised in, and if she was sick with worry about her sister, I could see how someone could convince themselves it was the right thing to do. And it sounds like she really did love him and desperately didn't want them to break up. It just didn't occur to her that her absolutely atrocious actions could have these consequences. I dunno. Like I said, I'm not on her side in any way, shape or form, and I feel more sorry for him. But I do feel sorry for her too. I cannot believe she had no job, no responsibilities, and she sent $50K to her sister? In what world is that okay? And to be like oh family and willfully give away 1/3 of Oop's yearly income. Scorched earth. I would go bonkers. Totally nutters.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AITA is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.